In the early morning of March 12th, 1993, 9 families' lives would forever be changed. Now, I don't know the story to all 9 families, but I do know the story of 2 of those families. The first family would receive a devastating phone call. Your son has been killed in a motorcycle accident. You need to come to the hospital. The second family received a different type of phone call. An organ has been located. You need to come to the hospital. Today, I would like to inform you about how to become an organ donor. In order to explain how to become an organ donor, first I will provide information on the problem, which is a lack of registered organ donors. Second, I will provide information on the solution, registering and talking to your family about becoming an organ donor. And third, I will provide information on living organ donation. First, let's talk a little bit about the problem, which is a lack of registered organ donors. In the United States, we have 114,000 people waiting for life-saving organ donation. The University of Michigan's football stadium, it is known as the Big House. It has a capacity of 107,000. It is the United States' largest football stadium, and if you took all 114,000 people waiting for organ donations, 7,000 would be left out of the stadium. People waiting for organ donations by the numbers. These numbers are a little staggering. According to the website organdonor.gov, a new name is added to the National Registry every 10 minutes. Every single day, an average of 20 people will die in the United States while waiting on a life-saving organ donation. Now that we've talked a little bit about the problem, let's talk about the solution, which is getting more people registered as an organ donor and speaking to their families. The man that saved my dad's life also saved 7 other people's lives. Adults ages 18 and older can go online to donatelifeamerica.org. You can choose your state and register. It takes a few moments of your time and very simple questions. You can also register at the local DMV offices while getting your driver's license or state-issued ID. A stamp will be placed on your driver's license or ID card says that you are an organ donor. One myth is that as an organ donor, paramedics, doctors, and surgeons won't work as hard to save your life. This couldn't be further from the truth. Hollywood would have us believe that doctors walk around with little coolers waiting to harvest people's organs. This is not the case. It is a completely separate set of professionals that determine whether or not a person is eligible and ready to donate organs. Even after a person registers as an organ donor, it's still important to tell family members. By telling family members, the donor will take the burden of the decision from the family in their time of grief. This is how Dr. Chris Berry explained it on his TED Talk. The donor that saved my dad's life was registered as an organ donor, but he had also talked to his parents about his end-of-life decisions. Also, by talking to your family about your decisions, myths regarding religion and organ donation can be addressed. The fact is that most major religions support organ donation and they see it as the last selfless act. Now that we've talked a little bit about one solution, we can talk a little bit about another solution, which is by becoming a living donor, by either directed or non-directed donation. My friend AJ, he had chronic kidney failure in his young life. By a directed donation from his mom, AJ received a life-saving kidney donation by his mom being a directed donor. Another way to be a living donor is by becoming a non-directed donor, by donating a kidney, a section of liver, or even a portion of your lung. You could save a complete stranger's life. Non-directed donors and recipients are never required to meet and can remain completely anonymous. If the only thing you take from this entire speech, take away this: 114,000 people need life-saving organ donations. Every 10 minutes, another name will be added to that list. Every single day, 20 people will die. By becoming a registered organ donor, going to the website donatelifeamerica.org, or by registering with the local DMV whenever you receive your driver's license or ID card, you can save a life. Same way as AJ's life was saved by a directed donation from his mom as a living donor. By becoming a living donor, you have the chance to save a loved one's life, and by becoming a non-directed donor, you have the option of saving a stranger's life, or perhaps maybe even one of your classmates' lives.